From our studio located in Madison, New Jersey, this is Real Good News.
I'm like the man they call a seeker. I'm a real truth speaker, and I always cut right to the core. And you know I really ask, 'cause I get right to the facts and get the answer to what I'm looking for. I can pronto play a liar, I'm a tireless and quiet. I've been a furious thinker since my youth. My motives on above ground. I've always been a bloodhound for the truth. The truth. You can lie, you can run, but the truth is like the...
Welcome to another edition of Real Good News, the news show for Morris and Union counties. I'm your host, Lisa Allen. In this episode, we will begin our continuing coverage of small businesses in the area. We will hear from Georgette Castro covering stories from Morris County. Tommy Nonnemacher brings his coverage of local school sports, and Kate Cherrichello Tente brings us news from Healthy in the Garden State.
I'm Diane Smith-Kirsh, and later on I will be introducing our Shop Local Spotlight by taking a visit to the Beneath the Surface Spa in Madison.
Today we welcome back Georgette Castro, who returns with an exclusive story from our contributor, Andrew Dutton. Take it away, Georgette.
Thank you, Lisa. It's good to be back. As Lisa mentioned, we have exclusive footage from a truck-trailer fire that happened on Thursday on Route 24 westbound. The fire broke out around 1:30 in the afternoon, and both the Madison Fire Department and the Warinanco Park Fire Department responded. Our regular contributor, Andrew Dutton, was at the Lorraine Street overpass in Madison and captured photos and video of the scene. The video shows Madison firefighters working with steady focus as they put on the flames and secured the area. This is another reminder of the difficult and dangerous work our firefighters do every day. Their quick response kept the situation under control and prevented the fire from spreading. We want to thank Andrew Dutton for the footage and thank our firefighters for the incredible job they do for our community to keep us all safe. Madison Junior High School hosted approximately 25 veterans on the morning of Wednesday, November 12th, to honor them for their service to the nation. The ceremony was held in the high school auditorium, where the local Boy Scouts Madison High School marching band 6th, 7th, and 8th graders treated the veterans to patriotic music, short speeches, and expressing gratitude at the other prompt and ceremony. The Veteran Appreciation Ceremony has become an annual tradition for MJS, which started the recognition for local veterans 3 years ago. This year's presentation was coordinated and arranged by MJS Principal Frank Perron and Assistant Principal Joanne Sen. During the 45 minutes tribute, members of the student government, EC Award winners, and student musicians treated the audience to a variety of patriotic themes, music selections, and short speeches, conveying gratitude and appreciation for the contributions and sacrifices made by all who have served in the nation's armed forces. 7th grader Charlie Bruno and 8th grader Greg Henry were the featured essays winners who delivered remarks to the veterans, reminding them that their service and bravery is appreciated by younger generations.
Union County is inviting families to kick off the holiday season at Warinanco Park on Saturday, December 7th. The annual celebration will feature music, crafts, ice skating, and festive fun for all ages. The free event will take place from noon to 4 in the afternoon at the Warinanco Sports Center. Visitors can enjoy performances from local choirs, take part in seasonal activities, and meet special holiday guests. Union County officials say the goal is to bring the community together and celebrate the start of the holiday season in a warm and welcoming way. Families can take photos, enjoy refreshments, and experience the park as it transforms into a winter celebration. The holiday festivities at the Warinanco Park have become a yearly tradition for residents across Union County, offering a chance to share time with neighbors and enjoy the spirit of the season. Everyone is invited to attend and celebrate the holidays with the Union County community on December 7th.
In Morris County, 2 local programs are working together to bring help to people who need it most. The Community Connection Program and Hope One mobile team visited the Roxbury Township Municipal Court to support residents facing problems with addiction and mental health. During the visit, the teams met with people in court, shared information about local services, and gave out Narcan kits, which can save lives in an overdose. By the end of the day, 6 kits were given out, and several people received help for follow-up care. County Commissioner Douglas Cabana said the partnership is making a big difference. He explained that the Community Connection Program is now in its 4th year and continues to grow across the county. Judge Ira Cohen thanked the teams for bringing their service directly to the courthouse and said their work helps people who may not find help anywhere else. Sheriff James Gannon, who started both programs, said the goal is simple: to meet people where they are, whether they're in the street, in court, or during a crisis, and connect them to the real help and hope. Since starting in 2017, the Hope One team has spoken with more than 66,000 people and handed out over 12,000 Narcan kits. The Community Connection Program, which began in 2021, has already helped more than 700 people find mental health care, recovery support, and other social services. Together, these programs show how police, community workers can join forces to build a stronger, healthy Morris County.
Union County is inviting residents to celebrate the spirit of giving at the 25th anniversary of the Other Fellow First Foundation. The celebration will take place on Sunday, November 23rd, from 1 to 4 in the afternoon at Union Place in Summit. For more than 25 years, the Other Fellow First Foundation has raised and provided over $7 million in cash support to help neighbors in need. The group offers a safety net for families facing hardship and helps people get back on their feet while maintaining their dignity. Guests are encouraged to bring a frozen turkey or canned goods to support the Community Food Bank of New Jersey. The event will include appearances by local police, firefighters, and first aid squads, along with the Summit Fire engines, ambulances, and music from the Summit High School Band. There will also be food, refreshments, and activities for kids. Organizers say that the anniversary celebration is both a milestone and a way to remind everybody that generosity begins at home. The community is invited to come out, show support, and take part of an afternoon of gratitude and giving.
In Morris County, local artists were recently honored at the annual Senior and Person with Disabilities Art Show. The event was presented by Morris County Office of Aging, Disability, and the Community Programming in partnership with Norris Cap. The award ceremony and reception took place at the Morris County Library, where more than 30 works of art were displayed. The show included paintings, photography, drawings, and mixed media. 24 artists and their families attended the celebration, which recognizes creativity, achievement, and the power of art to connect people. County officials said the program helps older adults and people with disabilities stay creative, express themselves, and remain engaged in the community. Each year, Morris County Commissioners provide grants funding to support the art program. Officials explain that this investment strengthens both the individuals who participate and the community as a whole. Among the honorees were artists recognized for outstanding work in acrylic, watercolor, and mixed media. Organizers said the event is more than a competition. It's a chance to share stories, build confidence, and celebrate inclusion through art. Morris County congratulate all of this year's participants and thank Norris Cap and the volunteers who make this event possible every year.
The latest edition of Weird New Jersey is now on newsstands across the state. This fall-winter issue once again proves that New Jersey might be small on the map, but it's huge when it comes to strange stories, forgotten places, and local legends. If you've ever driven past an abandoned building, a lonely stretch of road, or a strange roadside statue, and wondered what that story was, this magazine is where you find those answers. Weird New Jersey began in 1999 as a simple newsletter created by Mark Sherman and Mark Moran, sharing odd stories with friends. It grew from a newsletter into a full-color magazine, published twice a year in the spring and the fall. Over the years, it has become the unofficial guidebook to the haunted, unusual, and unexplained side of the Garden State. Inside its pages, you will find tales of ghost sightings, forgotten cemeteries, hidden tunnels, strange monuments, mysterious lights in the sky, and small town legends that have been whispered about for generations. Readers send in their own discoveries, and the Weird New Jersey team hits the road to check them out, take photos, and document what they find. The result is a living archive of New Jersey folklore that treats these stories with curiosity and respect, and invites everyone to explore safely and thoughtfully. Weird New Jersey has also inspired books and television projects and helped put out our state's strangest locations on the national map. But at its heart, it's still what it has always been, a love letter to the weird side of our state, created by people who live here, who care about its stories. And here's an added bonus for picking up the magazine. Each issue of Weird New Jersey doubles as a guide to the state's creative community. The pages are filled with ads from local artists, record stores, bookstores, and small independent shops. Many of these places are hidden gems that you won't find anywhere else. So along with uncovering strange stories and forgotten landmarks, you're also getting a valuable directory of New Jersey's most creative people and its businesses. Every purchase helps keep those local voices alive and thriving. And if you're looking for an excuse to go exploring this season, the newest issue of Weird New Jersey is on stands now. You can also learn more, pick up back issues, and share your own strange encounters by visiting their official website at weirdnewjersey.com.
In Morris County, the Board of County Commissioners recently held its annual Veterans Day observance to honor the service of local veterans, commemorate the 250th anniversary of the United States Marine Corps, and pay tribute to a Civil War hero. The ceremony took place in Morristown in the Administration and Records Building. At the event, Commissioner Director Typhon Celine reaffirmed the county's commitment to veterans and their family, saying support for those who serve is a priority, not just on Veterans Day, but all year long. Commissioner John Crickes, himself a Marine veteran, presented a county resolution of honor to Staff Sergeant Rafael E. Vallejos and Sergeant Joseph Tortola of the 2nd Battalion, 25th Marine Regiment, in recognition of the Marine Corps' 250 years of service. He said the proud legacy of Marine was paid for by tremendous sacrifice and must never be forgotten. Deputy Director Stephen Shaw led a special tribute to Corporal Charles Van Hoppen Sr., a former Bhutan resident, Civil War Medal of Honor recipient, and longtime public servant. In Morris County, Hopkins had carried a wounded soldier to safety at the Battle of Gaines Mill in 1862, survived being captured, became Mayor Bhutan, and served his community until his passing. His great-grandson accepted the county's resolution of honor on his behalf. The county also presented Distinguished Military Service Medal to 8 veterans from across Morris County, representing different areas and branches of service. The ceremony highlighted several county initiatives to support veterans, including expanding staffing and facilities for the Veteran Services Office, participation in the National Operation Green Light for Veterans campaign, and the creation of the Healing Garden for Veterans at Philly Garson Arboretum in partnership with the Park Commissioner and Veterans Valor. This event reminds us that honoring veterans means more than a ceremony. It means standing with those who have served and ensuring their sacrifice are never forgotten.
Now it is a pleasure to bring to you the positive energy you get from watching every episode of Healthy in the Garden State. It is a program that fills your mind and body with the kind of energy we all need in our life. Here's a sample of what you will find at Healthy in the Garden State.
There is something really powerful about stepping outside, breathing in the fresh air, and actually seeing where our food comes from. It's grounding. When we go outside, we are connecting with nature, we are calming those stress hormones, and just feeling good. The energy here today has been palpable. It's wellness really coming from the ground up right here in our Garden State. Whether big or small, farms are a crucial part of New Jersey. From growing produce we eat, to taking care of animals, to teaching people about the earth, to being a place for families to gather and enjoy time together. We have so many farms to explore and learn from here in our state.
We appreciate Kate's work and encourage each of our viewers to head over to Healthy in the Garden State at the end of our show. Now, in the spirit of Shop Local, Diane Smith-Kirsh covers local small businesses in her Small Business Spotlight, a new series that will showcase our local small businesses in the area.
Today, we are introducing a new segment called Shop Local. This is where we take a moment to highlight the small businesses that make our community special. For our very first spotlight, we are featuring Beneath the Surface Spa here in Madison. Beneath the Surface Spa is a warm and peaceful space where people come to relax, recharge, and take care of themselves. They offer advanced facials, skincare plans, massage therapy, spray tans, waxing services, and beauty treatments for men, women, and teens. The focus of the spa is simple: walk in and float out. It is a calming environment where stress melts away and people walk out feeling refreshed. Friendly service, personal attention, and a deep commitment to helping people feel their best. Let's head over to Waverly Place in Madison and meet the owner of Beneath the Surface Spa.
Hi, my name is Marcia Morali, and I'm the owner of Beneath the Surface Spa. We are located in the alley behind the old Madison Bagel. So here at Beneath the Surface, we offer facials, spray tan, the Japanese head spa. Oh, let me tell you, you have to try the Japanese head spa. It's the most relaxing treatment on the planet. We treat your scalp like a facial, and we clean that scalp so you leave with your scalp feeling lighter and you are so relaxed. It's very difficult to get out of that bed. We also do massages, but please plan ahead for those massages because we get booked for massages. Facials, we have a lot of estheticians here. We do peels, we do facials, we do facial treatments, we do hydrofacial. We get bridal parties ready for their big day with all of these services. We do eyelash extensions. Oh, and next month, eyelash extensions are on special. So you need to have those definitely through the holidays and through New Year's. And spray tan. I mean, who doesn't want a glow for the holiday season? So it's definitely something that you should be doing year round. It makes you feel good, you look good, you feel good. And we also offer wellness. Here at Beneath the Surface Spa, we believe in beauty from the inside out also. We sell a wonderful, highly absorbable liposomal collagen. That collagen also has biotin and keratin. Everyone says my hair is really thick. Well, I've been taking that collagen for a couple of years and my hair is doing wonderfully. At Beneath the Surface, you need to come in because we want you to walk in and float out. Come to Beneath the Surface Spa. We are located at 19 Waverly Place, Suite 3, behind the Madison Bagel in the alleyway. Our phone number is 973-520-8809. Our website is www.beneaththesurfacespa.com for bookings and for buying gift cards.
We are happy to announce that Marcia will be joining us in the studio for our next show, and we look forward to future contributions. We will continue to feature more small businesses from across our community, and we are proud to support them right here on Real Good News.
To have your small business featured on our show free of charge, email mortonveldproductions@gmail.com. This holiday season, we're issuing a challenge. Stay offline and shop small. Skip the scrolling, skip the shipping, and get out in your community. When you walk into a local store, you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference. You're supporting a neighbor, a family, and a dream that keeps your town alive. Shopping small means better service, personal attention, and real connection. The people behind the counter know their products because they've chosen them carefully. They help you find the right fit, explain how something works, and offer advice that no website algorithm can match. And if you ever need help later, they're right there, in person, ready to stand behind what they sell. When you shop in person, you get to experience the product before you buy it. You can feel the fabric. You can see the color in real light, test the size, and know exactly what you're getting. You often walk out with it the same day. No waiting, no damaged packages, no searching for missing or late shipments, and no pile of boxes on your doorstep. Every dollar you spend locally helps pay wages, supports local charities, and keeps Main Streets vibrant. It means better neighborhoods, stronger small towns, and a real sense of community pride. And there's something joyful about it, meeting the shop owners, discovering hidden treasures, and feeling the holiday energy of a small store decorated for the season. It's shopping the way it used to be, personal, meaningful, and real. So here's our challenge. This year, do all of your holiday shopping in person and at small local businesses. It's not impossible. One of our producers is now in his second year of doing exactly that, and his wife has joined him. They say it changed how they see the holidays, and it just might change yours too. So take the challenge, shop small, and keep our communities strong this season. Shop local.
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 So this holiday season, forget the online shopping and shop local.
Morris County officials have announced the 2025 recommendations for open space funding. Near $7 million in grant have been proposed for land preservation and conservation projects across the county. The Open Space Trust Fund Committee has recommended $6.95 million to help protect natural areas, maintain farmland, and expand public open space. The goal is to preserve the county's environmental resources and keep its community healthy and green for generations to come. The funds will support projects that includes the purchase of land for parks, conservation areas, and historic sites. Municipal governments and nonprofit organizations will work together to complete these efforts once the funding is finalized. County leader says protecting open space is not about saving land, but also about improving quality of life. It helps prevent flooding, providing spaces for recreation, and ensures wildlife and natural habitats are preserved. The Open Space Program has been cornerstone of Morris County's committee to preservation more than 30 years, supported by voter approval and community partnerships. The final decision on this year's funding is expected soon, with projects begin once the board gives its approval. For Real Good News, I'm Georgette Castro. Back to you, Lisa.
And now, Tommy Nonnemacher.
Hey, Real Good News, it's Tommy. So November is the season of giving, and the Hanover Park girls high school soccer team got right to work. They not only finished their season with strong play on the field, but with a remarkable display of teamwork and generosity. In a heartfelt effort to give back, the team organized a food drive that collected more than 150 pounds of non-perishable food items for the Interfaith Food Pantry, supporting local families in need as the holidays approach. Team captains personally delivered the donations, proudly representing the compassion, leadership, and community spirit that defines Hanover Park athletics. Quote, "This is what being a Hornet is all about. Working hard, helping others, and making a difference," said one team representative. Congratulations to the Hanover Park girls soccer team for ending their season with a true win for the community. The Whippany Park Wildcats' impressive postseason run came to an end last week as they fell 6-0 to a powerful Glen Ridge team in the North Jersey Section 2 Group 1 semifinals. The Wildcats entered the matchup with momentum after a thrilling upset over the third-seeded New Providence, but Glen Ridge, one of the state's top programs, provided to be a formidable opponent. Despite an aggressive and determined effort, Whippany Park couldn't break through a disciplined Ridgers defense or slow down their early offensive surge, which started striking fast with a 4-0 lead by halftime and then adding 2 more in the second half. Goalie Liam Feeder secured the shutout while Max Fleischer powered the Ridgers' attack with a hat trick. Even with the result of the match, it was a season to remember for Whippany Park. The Wildcats closed the year at 13-8-2, including a strong 6-2 mark in the NJAC Liberty Division. A tough ending, but congratulations to the Wildcats on an outstanding season. The Summit High School Theater Department brought a touch of Shakespearean magic to its youngest aspiring performers this week, hosting a special elementary school workshop for 4th and 5th graders. High school cast members from the fall production of As You Like It stepped into the role as teachers, guiding 32 students from all 5 Summit elementary schools. The young actors learned acting fundamentals, practiced stage fighting techniques, and even rehearsed scenes from Shakespeare's classic romantic comedy. After an afternoon of hands-on learning, the elementary school students took the stage themselves, delivering lively, confident performances for their parents. Each participant walked away with feather quills, stickers, and of course, perhaps most importantly, a newfound appreciation for Shakespeare and the art of theater. Allison Caravano, the district's supervisor of fine, performing, and practical arts, praised the program, calling it a meaningful way to give some of the youngest thespians of our district a positive, first-hand experience on the high school stage. Theater director Anna Pointer echoed the sentiment, saying, "We believe it is so important to share theater with all of our schools and embrace our elementary students. It was a memorable day of creativity, mentorship, and the lasting love of the stage." And finally, remember, most importantly, shop local.
And now, Alan Swanson.
Here in New Jersey, our costs for electricity are among the highest in the nation. This year alone, the cost of electricity has increased by nearly 20%, and the expectation is that rate increases will continue for the foreseeable future. What is behind the increase in New Jersey? The answer to this question is complex, and I cannot hope to cover all the complexities in this commentary. I can discuss one area of demand for electricity that in our region has become one of the primary driving forces in the demand for electricity and the strain on the infrastructure required to deliver electricity power across the state and the nation. The area of demand is data centers. If you haven't already, you are going to be hearing much more about data centers and the challenge they represent. So, why the concern? And why should we be aware of these centers? First, what is a data center? Data centers are the result of the extreme demand for increased information being processed instantaneously across the planet. A simple description of a data center is a huge warehouse-sized structure that houses banks and banks of data storage devices and the servers required to process that data and to send it out instantaneously. What are the issues surrounding these centers? First, data centers consume huge amounts of electricity. And I don't mean demand like air conditioning on a hot day. We are talking continuous demand for power in one structure that is the same as a town or a small city. One building consuming the power required for thousands of homes. Much of the power requirement is for the huge cooling systems required to prevent the electronics from overheating. Second, the demand for power does not stop when the power goes out. Any interruption in power from the grid requires large generators fueled by fossil fuels. Those generators are and will contribute to the air pollution that is destroying our planet. Third, water. Data centers don't just consume vast amounts of electricity. They also consume huge amounts of cooling water to keep those servers and electronics from overheating. Fourth, noise. Not only is there potential for considerable noise from the use of generators, but the cooling systems will also add considerable noise pollution in the areas surrounding the centers. What is the impact these centers have on our electricity cost? Electricity is a commodity, just like anything else you purchase. The cost is determined by supply and demand. The problem for New Jersey is our thirst for electricity is increasing, and the strain on supply and the delivery system capable of bringing it to us is in serious need of expansion. The demands on the power grid from the generation source to the wall outlet are extreme in New Jersey. New Jersey's demand for electricity far exceeds the amount of electricity generated in the state. And that fact is not going to change anytime soon, if at all. For example, New Jersey has eliminated all coal-fired plants in the state. Yet we continue to receive up to a quarter of our power from coal-fired plants in other states. Reducing the demand from data centers can be a factor in maintaining affordable electric power for everyone across the state and our nation. So, what are some areas being explored to address and demand the cost created by these rapid expansion of data centers? These solutions are not exclusive to New Jersey. First, we can increase supply by greatly expanding the use of renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power. Unfortunately, our national leadership is not emphasizing this expansion, and the challenge in this area is on us in the state. Second, regulations. This area will require legislative solutions. Government responses might include surcharges on the data centers operators to offset the energy costs for those who find it difficult to absorb the increases. Another option is requiring renewables such as solar on data centers to decrease the demand on the grid. Local planning boards will need to carefully review the impact of data center development on their communities. The problem with government solutions is the fact that nearly the entire supply and demand system for electricity is privately controlled. Much of what may be proposed by governments will be challenged by the corporations. The fact is that the challenge is going to be very difficult. As I mentioned, this area is very complex, and I've just touched on the challenges we face. The bottom line is we're going to have no quick or easy solutions. So stay informed and stay or get active in your communities and make a difference. I'm Alan Swanson. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Real Good News. We will be back on December 7th for another episode. Until then, I'm Lisa Allen with a reminder that real good news is always worth sharing.
Now, a lie is halfway around the world. For the truth can put on its pants. Tell the truth. So my mission without fail is helping you prevail. You got to give the truth a fighting chance. Tell the truth. Beauty's truth, truth is beauty, and it's my civic duty to always find
else about the truth, it will
set you free. On the road to truth you take, there's only two mistakes. Don't go all the way or don't even start. Now sometimes truth is pain.
Shop local.